Hi, I'm Carol with Keeping Pace Learning Center, and I'm applauding all of you parents who are trying to juggle getting your kids' schoolwork done while working from home. It's a lot. So I'm assuming some of you are a little concerned about your child's handwriting and what to do about it. I'm going to show you some simple techniques that can help a student learn how to teach their own brain how to handwrite better, as well as practice some of your spelling words at the same time. I'm going to move the camera now so you can watch what I'm doing. Here we go. We call this tall, close letters. Most handwriting issues are because the student is not good at moving their fingers in and out. So this is a way in which I help kids learn how to move their fingers. So we call it tall, close letters. Parents, their very first day, you write tall, close letters there. And then the next thing you do is draw a line under the first letter and the last letter and show the kids that they're to try to fit that in here by making tall, close letters. So they learn to move their letters closer to that letter they just wrote, make them tall. And then so next you draw a line here and you draw a line here, and they see if they can squeeze it in with tall, close letters. So now the height is approximately the same, but it's getting more condensed. Then you do this again. And you have them verbal rehearse tall, close letters. And you write another line, tall, close letters. Verbal rehearse, and you'll watch their fingers go back and forth. Again, another line, tall, close letters. So, depending on the age and skill of the child, you just walk it down, we call it walk it down, until they've met what you consider optimum spacing for their age. So if they make a mistake, they make a mistake. Have fun with this. Make sure you can go back and forth. The student then makes the line, and then mom goes tall, close letters. The important thing is you are not teaching them to be tiny, because writing tiny makes our freeze our hand and grip. So it's tall, close letters. So that would be your first day. Verbal rehearse is important. Now let's just move it into spelling practice or writing practice. So maybe with this one student, you would just write the word money, and then they write M-O-N-E-Y letter. So they can practice their spelling the words that way. Another thing to do is practice writing. Let's say these are the two words that are in their spelling. So mom writes money and allowance as big as you can, and then create a line and what we call walk it down. The student writes money, M-O-N-E-Y, money, A-L-L-O-W-A-N-C-E, money allowance. Again, money, M-O-N-E-Y, A-L-L-O-W-A-N-C-E, allowance. Now, do it until you're comfortable with the size. Then you can ask the student to give you a sentence using those two words. And so if the student says, I get money for allowance, then you can write, I get money for allowance, period. Now the student gets to write it. You go this, and they write, I get money. And if they're not making tall or they're getting too wide, you just remind them as an echo, tall, close letters, for allowance, period. And then again, I get money for, I'm not sure. Can I make it? Allowance. I did it. Don't get it. Period. Always make them state the question mark or the period. So here's some repeat. Best to use line binder paper. Always use a pen or marker. Pencils are not good for practice because they always want to erase. This is just about practice makes perfect. Have fun with this. If they make mistakes, just cross it out. The emphasis on letting the tall, close letters teach their fingers to go up and down. And always use that verbal rehearse, tall, close letters. Hope this is helpful. If you want to talk more about it, email me, Carol at keepingpacelearningcenter.com, Carol at keepingpacelearningcenter.com, or call 916-686-1619. I would be happy to chat with you. Take care.